Hi everyone, I am Emre Orta. I am an electrical and electronics engineering student at Bilkent University. And in this video, I am going to present my EEE419 Power Electronics course term project. In this project, I designed a flyback converter that generates 12 volts from 220 volt AC input. I will briefly introduce the circuit. At the isolated input side, there is a full bridge rectifier circuit to obtain a DC voltage. Then there is a transformer with 3 windings. The primary to secondary turn ratio is about 6. The tertiary winding is for feedback circuit. For feedback, I use LNK562, which is a switcher IC with an oscillator frequency of 66 kHz. And I design a 300 volt snubber circuit for the continuity of the inductor current. So we must ensure that the feedback pin of this IC remains near 1.69 volts in order to obtain a stable 12 volt output. So this was a brief overview of my design.
Now I will demonstrate the measurements. I have a 47 ohm load resistor and I will supply it 220 volts AC. Okay, let's demonstrate it. I will measure the output voltage and I expect 12 volts. As you can see, it's around 12 volts as expected. Now I will measure the voltage between the drain and the source pins of the switch LNK. I'm turning on the AC supply and I just stop the scope screen, and I'm right now measuring the snubber voltage, which is around 300 volts. Hence, I verified that my snubber voltage is as I expected, because I used two TVS, which are 150 volts each. Now I will measure the output voltage ripple. I'm turning on the AC supply. So I'm using AC coupling in order to show the output ripple. And now I will set the acquire setting to from sample to average in order to show the ripple better. So the peak to peak output ripple, as you can see, is around 25 to 30 millivolts. Finally, I will demonstrate the maximum output power and the efficiency of the converter. At the load, I used 41.2 ohms to maximize the output power and to make it as close as to 12 volts. And my input power at this load is 4.3 watts. And now I will demonstrate the output voltage and calculate the output power and the efficiency. So the output voltage is 11.75. Now I will calculate it with the calculator. So the efficiency of the flyback converter is 78%.